Oh, flag. Oh, now I gotta figure out how to set up the camera.
I have to talk up and pretend that we're hyped up and excited all the time. It's YouTube.
It forced me to do it upright too, which is a bit weird.
Yeah. It's because you didn't set your phone to slip swap. You gotta start with it sideways when you start you just put me in the middle of the fucking screen.
Yeah, it's all about you. Hey, we're here, we're live. There's nobody watching yet, but this is Simon. I'm Barry. Oh, there's 2 people watching.
Yeah, 2 people, 2 whole.
Haley says, "Where's Haley? She's so cool." I don't know. She's in. We gotta get this way closer. I don't know. Haley is somewhere not hanging out with us. I think.
What happens, Haley, when you leave us? Decide to randomly live stream on a Monday at 3:30.
There we go.
I was just like, you started
Sup,
live streaming,
fellas?
of course I obviously put this in backwards.
Yeah, Simon always gets frustrated
At 3:30.
at 3:30. Yeah, this is getting close to his shutdown time.
Scheduled for my nap time.
Colorado Springs.
The other day I worked till like 7, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna shit
Yeah, Haley's showing up tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
absolutely.
Cool. Right on. Well, welcome. This is where we're gonna be all winter.
Yeah.
It's in this shop because the heat is on in here and all my tools are here and we have 1.5 billion projects to do. Most of them for people paying my bills because I'm broke right now and YouTube's not paying the bills, and so
Yeah, we were just talking about how do we make this viable for all of us?
no, you're talking about how I've given up. I'm like, I'm gonna own this business and that's how I'm gonna make a living. I'm not gonna rely on YouTube to like make any money. I will continue to shitpost on YouTube and do honestly, in a way, it kind of makes it better because I get to do what I want. I get to worry about it less. It's less serious for me these days.
Yeah. How many people? Does anyone watch Simon's show?
Nobody.
I'm sure there must be a crossover between these 2 channels. I mean, you
The
kind of
first
watch his show.
4
by watching
shout
our
outs that
show.
started your channel were all from my channel, so
Yeah.
it'll do it.
Yeah, I think I went and visited once for 2 days, and you did a shout out, and I got like 800 subscribers right off the bat.
Your channel didn't really start until
Perry.
so
Yeah, I only had
that was
like
all before
800.
Perry. All right, cool. We got comments rolling in.
Yeah, we do. We got 13 people. Woo.
I recognize some of these folks.
Oh, someone found Simon. Shit.
Yeah.
Simon's still finding Simon.
Yeah. It's a deeply sexual experience. Oh, man.
Awesome electric boat. Hell yeah.
Well, yeah. Barry would know. He likes to plug into it.
Yeah, Simon's boat is basically my shore power.
It's his dock, so he doesn't have to pay dock fees. How's the boat project going? Well, we're at a time of the year where even this time of year, like, which has not been very sunny. We've had a lot of cloud cover and stuff. I still have never really looked at my. What the hell's that?
Whoa.
Somebody bought you a beer?
Hell yeah. Wayne always buys a beer.
Why? Where the hell is this when I was live streaming? What the hell?
Yeah. Thanks, Wayne.
Yeah, thanks, Wayne.
Oh man, that's
Damn,
wild.
I'm getting thirsty. Yeah, I don't even look at my power board right now. It's like, it's a funny thing having a big solar boat. It's like, unless I'm motoring the boat somewhere, I don't even look at the power because I've always got enough to live off of. I suppose if I was running like electric space heaters constantly, I would check, but it's nice. It's a nice thing. You don't have to worry about power. I always get back to my boat for make dinner and it's like fully charged.
Yeah.
Ready to roll. Wake up in the morning, still pretty much fully charged.
So there's some stuff that hasn't made it to the show yet, so I'm going to dance around it without talking about it. Basically, as a result of this crazy cool big news, I don't actually have any solar right now. So yeah, I entirely depend on Simon's solar setup.
Well, and also this workshop.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's really nice when you live on a boat to have something on land that's
Mhm.
warm and dry. Not that my boat's not nice. It's nice. But it's also like nice to be, some of those days we've had that have been really stormy.
Yeah, it has been stormy lately.
And you're just like, you can come in here and like
Whoa.
put YouTube on and.
Thank you.
It's another one.
Just to help math courses.
Old man Gib loves you, man.
You know what? It's that I could honestly use. Maybe I should go get my GED with that $5.
GED. There you go.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh. Blank. Pennsylvania.
What are you doing? What are you pressing?
Oh. I just want to look at all these comments so I can get a chance to yap into like look. Now it's like you just leave it here, eh?
I do, yeah.
You read them as they come up. You don't miss a single one.
I miss them all.
You did that. What is this? Why are you using?
How many YouTubers does it take?
We're using this stupid. My goggles. This is unbelievable. Okay. Let's step it up. It's your big fan, Barry. Like, it's Barry's big fan. It'll be just like looking at regular YouTube.
Sweet.
Lovely.
Okay, it was a great video. I can fully relate. Gee, good enough diploma. Yeah, that's exactly what I
Why
mean.
you set it up right here at my workspace too? Because I gotta still make stuff.
Yeah, well, that's fine. It's more interesting that way. I was drawing a backpack design that I want to make on a paper plate. That's kind of cool.
Haven't made it yet.
Yeah.
Come on, make it.
I mean, yeah, I should probably start making that pretty soon. Oh, hey, off axis. How you doing? Appreciate it. You gotta get out sailing. You gotta bring your drone with you. Yeah, it's been quite a change of pace. Yeah, last time, what was it, for Peter Pan and Wendy? That's the most live you've seen me in a while. Yeah, it's been interesting shifting from living in the city to living on a rather remote island. I guess there's ferry access and there's cars, so it's not super remote, but make the video landscape. Can I do that? Is that what that button is? No, that turns that one around. That's the fan. I'll see if I can make highlight, mute, cancel. I don't know how to make it landscape. It wouldn't let me make it landscape when I launched it.
Here, look. Orientation is locked. See? There you go. Problem solved. Watch this.
No, it's not locked.
Oh.
YouTube has it locked.
Okay, I lied. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, once you start the live stream, you're stuck like this, man.
Yeah. Whoops.
That's it. I think we're where the old men get. We can't even work around the phones.
Yeah, we tried. I mean, yeah, I can give you guys a little tour of Simon's shop. I'll show you what he's doing.
Tour?
Yeah.
It's a mess.
Let's see. There we go.
This is where I sit all the time. It's my lonely corner.
Yeah.
I sit right here. I'd be lonely. Bad posture.
Yeah.
But I can watch YouTube on the TV.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Here, let me clean the screen for 2 seconds. There we go. There we go. So much better. Yeah. So Simon works here.
This is it. You said you wanted to do this tour, so you can tell him what's up.
Yeah. This is his giant table. There's honey. And then, so Simon's got a big project going on down here. Super cool. What is this, Simon? It's a big Dodger cover?
This is a cover for Joel's fly bridge.
Oh,
He
sweet.
wants a cover that he can still motor around while having up, because his current cover is too big. It covers most of the boat. So this just covers the fly bridge and ties down tight. And he even has a fireproof opening for his diesel stove to run.
Hell yeah.
So it protects all the wood on the fly bridge, and This is the underside of it. I put a couple sail battens in it with a bunch of vinyl to keep it from chafing, and it gives it a much better rigid shape, something to pull against. And we're going to use plastic clips with polyester straps to strap it down against the grab rails along the side of the boat, and it'll all tension and hold up good.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
We're
And
still
then
like a few hours from finishing this.
there's a piece of perihelion in here because I think Simon's gonna do some work to it. And then he's got another huge sewing machine over here. This table moves around. There's all my batteries charging. Dive gear, perihelion sails, and yeah, he's got a little office back here, which is super cool. Might be a little dirty, who knows. Got a fridge, got a computer, got all the things you need to run a business.
Coffee maker, very essential.
Whoa.
You might have a beer fund, but I have my viewers send me coffee from
Oh, yeah.
the world. Here, check this one out from Seoul, Korea.
Damn.
Old dog.
Old dog. Same
Yeah,
name
that's
as your
why
boat.
It's pretty nice. It's like it's a very dark roast espresso, which never gonna look gift horse in the mouth, but I'm more of a light roast kind of guy, so the dark roast, the salties of the dark roast are lost on me a little bit, but I very much enjoy it. It's very good. I just don't know that much about light roast.
Yeah.
I'm making you a cup of tea.
Hell yeah, thank you. One of the comments, where's the 3D printer? I don't know. Simon needs to get one.
No, but we've got a mill and a lathe coming in here. This is like my mechanical workbench and pretty much the only workbench I actually use. This is supposed to be the upholstery assembly bench, and right now it's full of all my junk because everything that was upstairs in the other workshop has to come down here because Barry's taken over that workshop. Spoiler.
Spoiler alert. No, I think have I mentioned that? Maybe I've mentioned it. Yeah, we're taking over.
Yeah, and then this will be the woodworking shop, which is kind of like a boat building shop because I don't actually do much woodworking in my business. I might have to cut the odd sheet of plywood down a little bit, but that's pretty much it. So somewhere in there, find a good home for a lathe and a mill. I'm gonna wheel the electric outboard back into the shop and machine a couple electric metal components for it. I gotta do the same for my big boat, so I need the mill and the lathe working at full tilt for that. So that's
Sweet.
coming up.
Woo.
Do you show them these cool bags off the ceiling?
Oh yeah. Here, let me flip the camera around. Yeah, he's got this sick pulley system. All goes back to the wall over there, and he keeps all the little rats that Honey doesn't kill. It keeps all the rats away from paying people's projects.
All the projects have their own slips, like all the documentation and stuff in them. Oh geez.
Drop a bag.
I'm like, I want to see what I gotta put shadow away. For instance, like shadows all over the place right now. Just drop shadow from the ceiling and go inside, and that's not shadow. That's the weather.
Oh,
Okay.
that's not. Yeah.
Yeah. See, just put on the
Damn.
we can tuck the weather away.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, I can't do this with one hand.
I'll spread them and you stick them. Right. I'm pretty sure
Magical.
halyard
Yeah, it's literally raising a sail bag.
sail bag, yeah. This is the one. Oh yeah, it's like a
Yeah. And then we got decent amount of space outside. Like, so it's all Simon's bikes and scoots, and Honey is free to roam. It's pretty exciting. Hit that like button. Yeah, that's right. Somebody ought to like it.
somebody like me.
Honey, get inside.
Come on, inside. Okay, so you can do your project. You're gonna get a little shadow. Notice that?
Yeah, it's nice. Also, there's Starlink here, so we don't have to. I mean, we have super stable internet. Yeah, it's pretty great. And then, yeah, actually, since moving out here, I think I've probably spent probably 60% of my time just out on the boat. Wouldn't you say?
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
I've probably spent like 60% of my time just hanging out on my boat, editing.
This is like the first time you've been ashore in like 2 days. So I don't know. He's got like a nudist colony, something out there. He's doing some sort of EBGBs out there.
What island are we on? Gabriola Island. So it's just across from Vancouver, most of the way towards Vancouver Island. It's really close to Nanaimo. Whoa, we got 21 people.
Well, your live streams are almost like as popular as mine are, basically.
Oh. And sometimes we get up to like 90.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think the highest number I've seen online is like 180, but
Yeah, it's usually Haley has to be in the pictures. For
yeah,
it to
that's
get up
right.
there.
It doesn't
Yeah.
get when it's just me. It never gets
Two
to that.
two
yeah.
beardy guys
Nobody
don't get
cares.
the views.
I've like sat down. I think Matt and Danielle. I had one with Matt and Danielle at a van life festival once, and they have like 2 million subs. So
How's your electric motor going install?
well, it's not installed. It's right there in that bin.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have some machining to do. I gotta, because it came off of a transmission, I have to decide whether to keep the forward-facing like car transmission and build that into the design, which is my current idea. But there's also a possibility now that I have some new tech to machine something that fits onto the motor itself and replaces that transmission, sleeks the whole thing down a lot, makes it a little bit cleaner. Maybe, we'll see. But yeah, it's kind of spending every moment working. You know, you've seen me, I've been in the shop 7 days a week.
Yeah. No,
doing my
Simon,
thing, trying to,
he doesn't stop working,
well,
honestly.
I bought a business and the business has burned through a lot of money when you first start off, and then
we got Perry, which burned through a lot of money.
yeah, so like my boat has kind of lagged behind because I can myself so many ways.
Yeah.
And I had to figure out what to focus on. And you know, there's some family stuff come up, and I have to. That's obviously way more important than any of this stuff. So, you know, at the end of the day, my YouTube channel and my boat kind of got the shaft for a little while. It doesn't mean I'm giving up, but just had like a lot going on.
Yeah.
I'll get back to it.
Are you putting any more sink or swim videos anytime soon?
Yeah, we've got 3 done right now.
Yeah.
I edited one, you edited one, and I've edited a 3rd one. So we've got 3 in the tube. And tell you what, I will not leave this shop tonight without setting it to post tomorrow at 8 a.m.
There you go. You get a
There you
new
go.
Finding Simon Sink or Swim episode
8
tomorrow.
a.m. tomorrow.
And how is Perry going?
There's a lot that they haven't seen, so
Yeah.
that will be in tomorrow's episode at 8 a.m.
Oh, there
It'll
you
be the
go.
Perry episode.
Yeah. I guess I posted a bunch about it being here already.
Yeah, it's on my Instagram. You can see it's here.
Yeah. We haven't really touched it since the big deck repair we did in late summer.
I've done a bit.
Yeah, Simon's done a fair bit actually. The key was that with splashing Dagon, and as somebody hinted at, perhaps maybe a new boat also in my life, it took a really long time to settle down. Haley's still in the process of moving out of the city, so she's coming out on the 28th, and then we're all here, we're all settled, and there's no more crazy hustles. So that's when work on perihealing is really going to pick back up again.
Yeah, lots to do.
And then, yeah, congrats on the new boat. Yeah, I'm gonna avoid talking about that, but thank you. I want to kind of do that all properly in in sequence. But yes, there may or may not be a new
Yeah, people
boat.
get confused if you
Yeah,
have a boat, don't have a boat, have videos about your old boat, but then there's another
yeah.
boat. You're like, yeah, what's going on here?
Are you going to winter in the north or try and make a run for Mexico? That was sort of the fantasy daydream with Dagon, was that it could somehow magically make it down to Mexico this winter, but that's absolutely not possible. And then, yeah, there's still a bunch more work to be done before that's viable. I could see doing that next year. But this year, yeah, we're definitely sticking around in the north. Haley's got a lot of work lined up in the Gulf Islands for tattooing. I've got a lot of work lined up for boat work. And I really want to focus on pushing the YouTube a lot more and getting a lot more subscribers and a lot more patrons and that sort of stuff, so that I can, so that working on the YouTube stuff and doing this doesn't actually take away from my ability to survive. So yeah, really focusing on slowing down the financial responsibility in my life so that I have more time for the YouTube stuff, which should be good. We do have a couple of big trips planned.
Go support the broke guy on his Patreon.
He
He's
needs
so poor.
for 50 cents a day.
You should though, because honestly, like that's the thing. It's like we got so many hours of useful work a day. Viewers have so many hours of useful work a day. Do you want to spend it just paying off rent? Do you want to spend it fixing things? And then what work do you do? Like,
Yeah.
I'm enjoying this canvas stuff, but like,
If
I have
you're-
no ambitions of doing this for the next 20 years.
Yeah, if your patron was 3 times what it was, you wouldn't have taken this on, right?
Probably not. No.
Yeah.
I probably would have bought this shop and then just used it for my own purposes
Yeah.
and just done nothing but YouTube with it and
Yeah.
done my own boat projects with it. So yeah, I don't know, man. But it's all donation based, and
Yeah.
you know, we were looking at numbers today, and we were like, how much in ad rev? I was surprised at how much in ad rev I've made since I started my career.
Yeah.
Was it $14,800 something dollars
Yeah.
in ad revenue? But I've had my YouTube channel for almost 10 years.
Yeah.
So that's, you know, only like 100, like what is that? $120 a month or something like that.
Yeah.
Still, it's a lot
And then
on average.
And then in almost 10 months, I've hit almost 5K in ad rev. So yeah,
So you're doing better in numbers than I am,
but it's still like in 10 months. It's not like
Yeah.
that does anything substantial for you. The ad rev's cool, but really, honestly, the patron stuff
Patron's
is
cool.
better.
yeah, it's better, but it's like, it's all so much less than a livable income. And
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
and you've got, you know,
And it's not a cheap lifestyle, what we do. Everything
Well-
costs $800 an app.
that's the thing. It's like, it's all well and good to be like, oh yeah, you're living on the Anchor, and this is your food bill, and this is your internet cell phone bill, and it's like, oh, it's so cheap. It's like, no. Every time something breaks down, 800, 1,200, 2,000, like,
Yeah.
you know, even if you're gonna do the work yourself, like I still have to buy $300 worth of parts for my van. Like, I could do the work, I can't make a part, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, we can't brew up our own epoxy out here.
yeah, you still gotta buy epoxy. You still gotta, yeah. So it's not.
So that's why Simon has this business and he focuses so hard on that, and that's why I'm still doing marine repair, and why Haley is still actively tattooing several days of
Yeah.
every week, even though technically our overheads just dropped massively by moving out here.
Totally.
But some of the cool stuff
It's
I
all a
got,
combination of everything. That's,
Yeah.
I guess, the story of 2023 for most people.
yeah,
You know, we're all getting by just by combining all the things that we didn't used to have to combine.
yeah. It's like you're just trying to wrangle up like 5-6 different clients to get by out here.
It works though.
Still young and pursuing life your way. Yeah, we're finding a balance. I'm starting to see a balance happen, which is kind of cool. And the key for me is that I want to make sure that I don't overextend myself in any one direction. Haley's been really conscious of this too, not like grabbing too many days working full time at a tattoo shop, so that we still have opportunity to bounce whenever we want or whenever the weather's good to go sailing and make more good content. And so this winter, my big plans are I want to do 1 or 2, maybe 3 trips up further north, up the Inside Passage, maybe up at least as far as Desolation Sound. I know Maya and Aladino are very keen to do one of those trips with us, so that's one of my big things. I want to get the boat ready for having guests on board for an extended period of time. So that's a lot of solar, batteries, uh, fresh lighting, that sort of stuff. The water tanks and stuff are pretty good. So yeah, we're pretty close to being viable for some sort of short-term cruising. And yeah, Maya and Aladino from Sailing Magic Carpet and I keep chatting about doing a cool trip. Plus, I'd like to do a trip with Haley's mom. I'd like to get out at least for a few days here and there with Simon, because and I have only done like sailing together maybe
Once.
Once and twice, one if you count your little catamaran.
The tornado, yeah. I forgot about the tornado.
And that we maybe sailed for 5 hours total together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I spent half of it floating in the dinghy behind,
Yeah.
getting a sunburn. That was nice.
So yeah, we should. That's the plan for the winter. Is like, yeah, sure, we're stuck here for the winter, and that's kind of a weird way of wording it. Being stuck here, it's quite freeing being out here, but doesn't mean we're not still able to be footloose and.
I've still got a
Adventure.
minivan and an air mattress. We can go to Tofino and go surfing.
Oh hell yeah, count me in. I fucking love surfing. Yeah, I'd be stoked on that crossover. I mean, we already got to hang out with.
Vancouver Island's a cool place like that. Like we're always
Yeah.
a little much in vacation territory already.
Yeah.
There you go. It's getting sore. Holding
Yeah,
it?
my wrist
oh,
got
it's
sore.
so hard. Tubing's tough, man. You gotta
Yeah.
build up a strength. That stuff. Around some
Any
corners.
bike trips planned?
Let's get on a bike trip.
yeah.
Do a bike trip?
Hell yeah.
You guys want to do a bike trip? Can we do
Is
some
that what
bike?
you guys want to see? A motorcycle trip?
Hey, you guys want to do a motorcycle? Oh, you want to do a That's great. Don't let him
Yeah.
reply. Come on, let's just
Yeah,
go.
yeah, we'll do it.
Bike trip?
Yeah, well, you've got the VTR, which is damn near ready to go, and you've got the other
VFR is also ready to
So, also congratulations to Haley for fixing her own motorcycle. On Harleys, I wish I sold my Harley.
Did you give me a congratulations? I fixed my own motorcycle too.
Yeah, Simon, congratulations.
Thank you.
So
sweetheart.
I think that'd be
Very
super
sweet
cool.
of you.
Actually, the three of us. Oh, I think Haley's motorcycle license expired. She can hop on the back, but yeah, a little motorcycle trip this winter would be super cool.
Sport biking on Vancouver Island in the winter is a terrible idea.
Death trap.
Death trap.
Um,
Couple of super bikes, want to go do passage in the snow?
big street tires.
Oh yeah, I know. That'd be great.
Yeah, we'll stick to boats.
We'll put knobbies on the super bike. That'll be great. Let's do that.
Yeah, I think we'll keep it to boats for the winter or van road trips.
Or we'll buy a couple of gold wings and head to Mexico.
That is honestly for their gold wings are so cheap. They're like $1,000 on Marketplace everywhere you look. So I think
Good
that
for
would be
1,000 smiles.
the million smile motor.
That's right.
I always call them Honda Dad Wings.
Dad wings.
They always work out that way. It's
Hey,
always
can
so
we
much
shave our beards into mustaches if we buy gold wings?
I think we have to.
That is probably part
Yeah.
of the deal, right? No handlebars. I mean,
Yeah.
respectable tax-paying mustaches.
I don't know. I
I'm
feel like,
practically there. Like my upper lip is already. Look at that. I'm like.
yeah, you damn near
I've
got
almost got the Ian look. I
the
almost
proper
look like
dad
Ian.
stash. No, Ian's got a solid
He's
mustache.
such a good mustache.
Yeah.
Go do a motor
I
trip.
represent that comment. Or resent.
Represent.
Represent. Yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah, you do have a mustache. I
Who
forgot.
does?
Oh, my buddy. Oh, yeah. So I've quit smoking, but I went with the vape just to like curb the
No good.
horrible
The worst.
attitude I had.
I have no excuse. I just always have this attitude. What are people saying? You got any comments for me to riff off on?
You will have to hide your ink in order to join a wingers group. What's a wingers group?
Gold wingers?
Oh, gold wings.
They have like an
Wingers.
anti. Are they like the
They're
Japanese?
dads. They're dads. Dads don't have tattoos.
Oh, it's 2023. Dad's got tattoos.
Yeah.
Some would say the more tattoos you have, the more likely you are to be a dad without knowing it.
Without knowing it.
Without knowing it. Yeah. Oh, it's a 3/4 inch, 3/4 inch.
Yeah, Simon's getting technical over here. He's got the neon.
Yeah, the quilting ruler.
Yeah. So my friend Marcel, who's here off Axis, he flies drones, and he knows Keenan from way back when too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, small fucking world.
Yeah. Everyone knows everybody.
Yeah. Welcome to Vancouver.
Welcome to everywhere, man.
Yeah.
It's funny. I've spent some time like living in other places while traveling in the van, and I would like get set up in a city, have some friends there, and spend like a month or two just in and out of the city, getting to know the community. And then I've like left, gone to the other side of the continent, meet somebody, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I spent some time in Phoenix." Like, "Oh yeah, do you know Mike?" I'm like, "Mike, Mike Ashley's Mike." He's like, "Yeah, Mike Ashley's Mike," and then they're just like, "Oh god damn!" Like they all know the same people. I think it's like
The vagabond types.
yeah, I've got a type, you know.
Yeah.
I'm a type.
Yeah, lately the flock of people that seem to be showing up around Simon are homeless people that are either covered in tattoos or are tattoo artists, and or both. And
Well, that's half of my friends. My other half of my friends are like 68 years old and still traveling the world and just doing their thing. Very resourceful people, but fucking weird people.
yeah, we always manage to find a way.
Yeah. It's just about time for me to put this onto this.
Do it.
It's just in your hand now, so I can drag this whole thing up onto the bench.
Yeah. There's a gantry crane in here. Simon disassembled my setup, but I had like I had a mobile chair set up on this, and I would swing.
Very relaxing and very cool sound. I love it. It's so great.
Very peaceful.
It's so peaceful. Well,
What you doing?
oh, you know, putting tape on stuff.
Wow.
Wow. Getting pencils little projects.
Did you say you made me tea?
I made hot water.
Oh, you made hot water. Sweet. Teacup. Where's the tea bags?
You play video games, you know how teabagging works, right? There you go.
Oh my god. Wrecked him. Damn near killed him. Hey. Putting down, making some tea. Do you have treasure chests in your pirate ship to stash your booty? 100%. 100%. Actually, my treasure chest is up in my shop, and it's full of bronze hardware, which, if you ask a sailor, is far superior to gold. Yeah, we invest in bronze, not gold.
And gold price for bronze.
No, it hasn't started getting frosty yet.
Oh, it's kind of nippy this morning.
Yeah,
No
it's-
frost.
It's been chilly, but not frosty yet. I still have that pirate coin that you made me. That's on my boat right now.
Talking to me?
No, talking to Marcel. Get it, Simon. Get it. How long ago did you start this business, or take it over? And
February 16th or 23rd? 23rd, I think.
yeah, you've taken to it very well.
Yeah, I apprenticed for a year and a half before. So it's not like I'm coming in cold, but we didn't really make any new canvas. And we didn't make any new upholstery, and now that's pretty much all I do. I repair the odd thing, but most of the time I'm making new stuff. Honestly, I wasn't sure that the Gabriola community could afford new canvas. It's not cheap to get canvas made for your boat. The material alone is quite expensive. And, you know, it takes a lot of time to get everything to fit just right. But it's worked out pretty good. Yeah, it turns out there's quite a few people willing to dump out a few $1,000 for canvas, and
Yeah.
and well, I won't say I'm expensive because I'm out, but
Yeah, you're cheaper than everyone else, but it's still not a cheap.
I'm cheaper than everyone else. Also, not as good as everyone else. Like, I'd say I'm probably like on par with the next cheapest guy, who's also on par in price.
Yeah.
So we kind of, as far as I know, now I haven't done any research in a while, but I haven't had time. Kind of just making work.
Yeah.
And I'm constantly busy, and I still don't have a sign on the door. So obviously my rates aren't too high. Then again, I still get, I don't know, a quarter of the people, maybe no less than a quarter, the people who come up and ask for quotes don't hire me because I'm too expensive. Which is a good way to be. You know, you don't want to be too cheap.
Yeah. Yeah, it's worth losing that lower rung of
You should.
clientele.
Well, I learned that when I was doing photography. It's like I was doing the same caliber of work, charged nearly twice as much the next year for wedding photography, booked twice as many clients because of it, and the caliber of client I was dealing with was so much better to deal
Yeah.
with. Way less bridezillas, way less drama, just people who are like really just happy to have me there, and totally different energy, right? So
Yeah.
that's nice. Like that's not it's not always what it's like.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna try and do a couple projects while I'm in here. Oh, there's comments. Right on.
You gotta read those comments, Barry.
Yeah, I do.
You're a bad poop tuber.
I am. Simon's got a ton of cool material here, particularly this, which I really like. Is it's canvas, cotton canvas, but it's this color is like the Carhartt color, the color you see on all the Carhartt clothes. They call it duck brown because duck is a derivative of the old Danish word for sail. And that's the same material that they would have used to make sailcloth back in the day, which is why Carhartt would market their stuff as duck brown, because it's sort of canvas, sail canvas quality, which was a gold standard back in the day. But because he's got that kicking around in duck brown, I want to make a backpack and a couple other cool accessories and kind of learn the tools in here and learn a new trade and maybe become useful to Simon's business too, because working in here will be way nicer than working outside on other people's boats. Although there's a fair bit of what you do that is working outside, like going to their boats, fitting things up, and
Barry's what we call an outside cat. We don't let him inside because he'll pee on the furniture.
it's happened. I mean, it could be honey.
Could be honey. How dare you? It is honey. It's totally honey.
Yeah. Any questions or comments or anything that I can answer? I'm an open book.
I'm just somebody. Give me some attention.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm excited to go into it in the upcoming episodes. I dropped in the second to last episode about a new boat, plus in the most recent episode that I put out today, you can see me sitting in a boat that is not Dagon. So yeah, that's a pretty exciting little story, and I know all of us, myself especially, and Haley, we're all super invested in Dagon, but yeah, something crazy popped up, something cool, amazing, met amazing people, and they made me an offer I couldn't refuse, and so So now we got, there's 3 boats in my life right now. And maybe there might be a new owner for Dagon already found. So I'm excited for you guys to see all of that as it unfolded, because it was a pretty wild story. Yeah. This is a sneaky peeky info for all the people.
Sneaky, you're peeky.
What's the top priority boat job you have going on right now? Because of the new boat that is now in my life, I need to sort it out with solar and refrigeration and proper lighting throughout, because
It needs an entire electrical system.
yeah, it doesn't have, it's such a bare bones boat, which is the way a boat should be, from the 70s, that just, it
I
had,
resemble it.
yeah, it just basically has enough systems to run the engine. That's it. So it's comfortable, it's cozy, and we have like means of charging batteries and stuff on our own, but like, yeah, she has no solar. It's a wooden boat. It's a beautiful, beautiful boat. I'm excited for you guys to see it. In fact, just go check out my Instagram if you want to see a couple pictures of it. I've been a little more liberal on my Instagram and on the TikTok about the boat. But I've got a narrative going on YouTube, so I have to try and stick with the timeline. What's up, Barry? Simon, it's Graham from Sausalito. Do you know a Graham Wheellock?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there you go. He's here. He says, hey.
Cool. Okay.
Simon says, hey back. Yeah, and then once we get refrigeration and some batteries and stuff set up on the new boat, and some lighting and some basic breaker panels and stuff, she's going to be an incredible cruising boat. It's if you want to know a bit, well, you know Acorn to Arabella and stuff. It's the same designer as their boat. It's William Atkin, and they built a Ingrid. So William Atkin had a handful of designs at the time, and this and a Cleone is really similar to Acorn to Arabella's boat. It's a gaff rigged ketch, traditional rig, and they have flush decks, whereas if you go look at the Acorn to Arabella boat, it's classic. It's like Dagon, where you have the sort of half deck walk around a cabin top, which really eats up your interior space. But having a flush deck goes from, I don't know, this new boat's maybe 6 inches wider and like 12 inches longer. It's not particularly larger, but it is without a doubt way, way, way bigger inside. Way more livable, way more comfortable, way more storage, everything. It has a big diesel motor already set up in it. Wonderful. Graham says that you did really good math on your diesel versus electric stuff, which I agree, and I appreciate him doing that, because that was an entire episode for me, which made my life a lot easier.
You're like, as a turtle, I'd say that bird flew pretty good.
Yeah, as someone who can't math particularly well or rationalize things in mathematical terms, that was amazing for me to be able to see that.
I think most people could just understand the numbers. Are you pointing that camera?
I am
at me, right?
pointing right at you.
Is it right at me? At the end of the day, they go, sir, your boat's gonna need a new engine. And they go, how much is that gonna cost? And they're like, it's $12,000. And you're like, oh my God. Well, maybe I'll just go electric.
Yeah, fuck
And
you,
then,
I'm going electric.
Simon, how much does it cost me to go electric? I was like, well, what do you want to do with it? Well, I want to do all the things I was doing before. I was like, great, that'll be $280,000, and you'll have to tow 3 other boats behind it just to store the batteries. And you're like, I'll get a new engine.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of folks, that's what it comes down to. Right now,
It's a compromise. It's a compromise to go electric. You
It
have
is a compromise to go electric. Only because people have stopped compromising on their boats. right? It used to be that you'd go on your boat and you'd sail it.
Yeah, 100%.
And it wasn't expected to be as big or as comfortable as your house on land or whatever. You were just in a sailboat and you were sailing. And it was slow sometimes. It was fast other times.
Yeah.
And now it's everything and more, this and that and the other thing. And there's nothing wrong with that. I live on my boat. My boat has a lot of creature comforts.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell people they're wrong for wanting creature comforts.
Yeah, 100%.
I just think, you know,
I think this day and age, it's not unreasonable. Like, you know, in the 70s, yeah, sure, like creature comforts didn't make a lot of sense because batteries and solar and stuff weren't what they are now. But like, we have all those options now. Like, dude, living with a fridge on a boat is a game changer.
and a fridge is pretty mild on terms of creature comforts.
Yeah,
You know, I don't like it's. I think a lot of people just need to be able to do the math to like check themselves. This is look, I'm sounding a little bitter. The truth is that like once a month I get somebody coming to me being like, I want to electrify my boat, and just haven't bothered doing the math, and they reach out to people around them being like, I'm gonna do it. This sounds great, right? It's great.
Yeah.
And you're like, you didn't do the math, man.
Yeah.
Do the math.
that was
Yeah.
why you came to me.
Just do the math.
I was like, oh, should I just go electric? And then
Yeah, right.
he's like,
Now my
yo,
friend's doing the same thing that all these strangers online do to me all the time. I'm like,
yeah.
do the math.
He messaged me. He's like, I'll be over at your house pretty soon. I just sat down and recorded a clip for you. I was like, he's like, you're not gonna like it.
Just post it. Yeah, you post it online, and hopefully other people will be like, oh yeah, this is what it costs.
Yeah. Someone, old man Gibb says, Simon, when you do math, did you have to consider the wattage for every component in order to come to a max wattage daily use?
Oh, the math I'm doing is for mobility, for moving the boat. It has nothing to do with like your household appliances. That much people should go for. I mean, I think induction even is totally possible
Yeah.
for most sailboats out there these days, and most boats in general. Like, that's fine. It's when people want to replace their engines with electric motors, and that's a great idea in some applications.
Yeah.
But you have to have a pretty specific application.
And you
to make it work.
really have to curb your expectations.
Yeah, you either have to have a boat that like motors at like 3.5 knots for 6 hours max, you know, or it and it sails are, or it's like mine and it's so damn big and so slippery in the water that you can putt along on solar power almost alone, right?
Yeah.
So that's possible, but you really like you got to get weird with it. Like you can't be like I have people come to me with bay liners all the time, being like, I want
Yeah.
to electrify it. I'm like,
Absolutely
no,
not.
don't do it.
Yeah.
Or do. I know somebody who's got one, a bay liner that is electrified. You know what he does? He's got a 2 kilowatt motor from a treadmill, and he's got everybody's used batteries, and he puts all those batteries in series, and he plugs them directly into the motor.
Oh,
And
really?
he moves the boat at like a knot and a half, and he just comes by, he's like, hey, and he just motors around the bay. He's gone all the way out to Thrasher Rock and back with that setup. It's janky AF.
But that's,
But he's got an outboard bolted to the transom, and if it
Yeah.
fails, he can just putt its way back in. He only comes out on the sunniest of days.
yeah.
It works. Whatever. It's just like, it's wacky tobacco. It also
Yeah.
sank not too long ago. So.
Oh, yeah. That says a
He
lot.
spent, I think, a total of $25 on his conversion. he just does it for fun. He just a place to drink beer and it puts around. The bay.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, if that's your expectation, then totally go for
Yeah,
it.
give her.
Give her. Yeah. This is a lot of canvas.
Get it. If anybody is new to joining the live, this is Simon, and he is sewing a canvas cover for a boat, and I believe he's adding a panel for this, which is for a chimney to go into.
Yeah. Very good.
Very good. I was just going to remove my Perkins 4108 and go Yanmar. Not looked into electric. Yeah, I mean it's a lot of money.
I don't know.
40 horsepower. Also, the 4108's an incredible motor. Is there something wrong with it, or you just like the smaller Yanmars? I guess it's also, to be fair, the 4108 is a very old motor at this point, so I can get wanting to refresh a motor. I got lucky with the boat I just got, has a Isuzu. Here, I'll switch the camera. Yeah, the new boat has an Isuzu 58 horsepower in it, which is plenty for a 41-foot boat. It has a pretty tiny prop on it though, but I think I'm going to swap that out at some point. Also, Haley tattooed my knuckles.
You haven't put that on video yet?
No, it hasn't made it on yet. She let me design it, and then she tattooed it on. It's pretty fresh, so it looks lumpy. But this one says ship, and then this one says self, and the reference is the old saying, one hand for the ship and one hand for yourself. So just a constant reminder to hold fast. It's basically a less cliched version of hold fast, which I've never seen anyone do.
Which is basically Barry to a nutshell. He's just a slightly less cliche version.
Yeah, precisely.
It's like, not, I wouldn't say tasteful, but you know, less untasteful.
Someone commented on my TikTok about like, oh, now that you've saved all that money for electricity to heat your boat with wood, now you can buy a toque that fits your head. And I was like,
oh, that's good.
The urge for me to be like, it's traditional. This is how the U.S. Navy used to wear them. God damn it. Perkins parts are phasing out international travel. Yeah, absolutely. That's a good call. Yeah, go with the Yanmar. Also, sometimes you can pick up a Yanmar pretty cheap. So, usually not though. If I had those tattoos, mine would say ship, and the other one would say holy ship. That's actually really good. I am not a veteran. I just have, I used to deal in vintage clothing, and the sort of holy grail of vintage clothing, in most cases, is U.S. Navy, like 1940s U.S. Navy gear, especially their working gear, like the N1 deck jacket, which is what you see a lot of the cool guys in Hollywood started rocking, like Paul Newman and James Dean and everybody. So when they came back from the war, all the Hells Angels wore it back in the day. It just became the ultimate cool guy jacket, and it actually influenced fashion massively. And then this is an old watch cap, which is what they used to wear. And yeah, I just have for me, it comes from history preservation, and also the crossover to Navy or maritime practice. So it's a reference and a reverence to the quality of craftsmanship and the quality of character of people that were wearing them back in the day. Garrett from Salt and Tar Fingers. No. Someone's mentioning him. Yeah, his does say hold fast. My friend, the guy who's buying Dagon, his fingers also say hold fast.
Cliche. Oh my god. Tasteless monsters. How could they?
I mean, I was sorely tempted to do hold fast also. I'm cool with it on sailors.
So much style there. You just couldn't do it.
It's just I've met so many like East Van kids with hold fast that.
Oh my god, really?
And none of them have ever been on a sailboat. I'm like, it's just like the sort of traditional American tattoo thing, which I get. They're also nodding, tipping their hat to sailors and everything too. But I think there's a lost history to tattooing, and sailors tattooing sailors that really needs to kind of come back or be preserved, because like Haley jokes every once in a while with clients at the shop when they're getting a fully rigged tall ship. She'll joke and ask them like, oh, did you do Cape Horn east to west or west to east? And they're like, what the hell are you talking about? But that used to be what that meant. It used to mean if you have a fully rigged ship tattooed on you, you have sailed around Cape Horn, which sucks for me because I was 80 miles from Cape Horn and I didn't get to go around it, so I don't get to get the tattoo, which blows. And where I was in Mangareva is just below the equator and just beside the international date line, and I went that way instead of like if we just gone like done a little loop and then gone around Cape Horn, I could have gotten 3 major tattoos in one go, but I missed out on all 3 by like only a few miles on each one. Shoes untied. I liked No Feet Pete on Samson Boat Co. on the restoration to Tally Ho. I was like looking at his hands for like a year he was on the show. I was like, what does his hands say? I can't tell. It looked like maybe it said stupid or something. I was like, what does it say on his knuckles? And then one episode he just walks up to another guy out of nowhere, pulls his leg off, and you had no idea he had no leg. And he like hits someone with it as a joke. And then he like puts it back on and pulls off his other leg, and you're like, what the fuck? And so the story is that he was train hopping and lost both of his legs. So he got stumped, tattooed on his knuckles, and I was like, bro, that's incredible. That's some next level shit. I love that.
So if he's worked a long day, I guess he can't say, I've been on my feet all day.
Oh, you could call him a legless sailor, though.
That's nice.
Yeah. And he is a sailor, too, which is good. What was it in Blackadder? The pirate ship captain? He was screaming at Blackadder about, like, not knowing. He was, like, doing the classic sailor, like, whoa, you think this is windy? You don't even know what wind is like. And he's like, oh, you don't even know what you're talking about. You're legless, which is a term for being drunk. And then he's like, nonsense, I haven't touched a drop. And then he's like, no, literally, you're missing both of your legs. And he's like, oh, yeah, fair enough.
Let's
Go watch Blackadder, it's good.
you should go watch Blackadder.
I have no tattoos. Perhaps years from now, after I refit my boat and log plenty of sea miles. Yeah, you were saying, I missed responding to that comment. You were saying that you are getting a Tahiti Ketch. Is that correct? Because those are dope boats. They're a little slow, but they're incredible. But we don't buy sailboats to go fast, so. Yeah, is it a gaff rigged ketch too? They usually are. Yeah, also, yes, ink. It's nice when a tattoo has meaning. It's also sometimes nice when it doesn't have meaning. I like
silly tattoos.
yeah, not necessarily silly. I like it if the artist is good and you just go to the artist to get that artist at their peak. I'll sometimes go to artists and just be like, hey, what do you feel like tattooing? What is your favorite thing to tattoo right now? And then you just get like them in their happy place at their best, tattooing their favorite thing that they're the best at right now. I always think that's a cool way to go about it too.
Yeah, it's like the art collector method.
Yeah, it's the minimalist art collector. You can't take art prints with you everywhere, but you can take tattoo with you everywhere you go.
It'd be really uncomfortable to sell it.
Yeah, it would suck to sell your art that way. Oh, gaff main. Okay, yeah, same as my boat. I got a gaff main and Marconi mizzen. Yeah, absolutely agree. Yeah, not everyone has to have tattoos. In fact, kind of nowadays, it's almost the rebellious thing to do is to not have a tattoo. I'm gonna be giving someone a tattoo in the near future. I've never done that before. The new future owner of Dagon is a stick and poke tattoo artist, and he's gonna. I've designed him a little penguin for when he sailed to Antarctica, and he's gonna let me tattoo that on him. And then eventually, once he trusts me, he's gonna let me tattoo his tall ship, fully rigged ship on him from sailing around Cape Horn. And the reason why I love that, and the reason why he wants me to do it, is that we're both sailors and we both sailed in the same area. And
You get to tattoo the tattoo that you don't get to get.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I mean that's actually kind of cathartic in its own way. I don't get to have the tall ship yet, but I get to give it to somebody. Not everyone needs tattoos. Don't worry about it.
Yes, everyone should have tattoos forever.
I mean, once you have them. Simon's going to be getting some fresh tattoos, I think, pretty soon. Right?
Who knows? Who knows, man?
It's a debate. It's a hard maybe.
I can stop working for 2 seconds. Instead, I'm going to do some canvas.
Yeah.
Would you like some polyester smoke?
Is that how that goes?
Nope. Other way around. But yes, close. Remember, kids.
Breathe deep. Yeah, think about it. Every time you see a Bimini or a Dodger on somebody's boat, this is
Some poor schmuck who's in a sewing room. More likely than not, is some sailor's wife slaving away. She just thought he was pretty nice. Now she has to sail around Cape Horn with him. What a weirdo. Of course, sometimes it goes the other way. Sometimes he just thought she was pretty nice.
And then now they have to sail around Cape Horn.
Yeah, yes, nice. Slaving away at a sewing machine. I will do it to you. You be careful now. Don't you marry a sailor. Ain't nothing but sore thumbs and hard aches. Do Just salty bum cracks.
Advice for getting a tattoo for the first time: just don't get something that you will be shamed for to be seen in public 50 years from now. I mean, I don't think anyone's going to get shamed for anything 50 years from now.
Tattoo-wise.
Yeah, I mean,
And if anyone is
standards
shaming
are
you over
slipping.
tattoos, man, I don't know. I got some other stuff to work out.
Yeah, start somewhere small and private, like the inside of your
Everyone puts
arm or
a
something.
lot of mental thought into their first tattoo.
Yeah, first 3 or 4 for me, and then I
after
stopped
that,
caring.
It's kind of like, oh, yeah, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah,
It just isn't. It takes you a while to learn that.
yeah.
It's all right. They're expensive.
Graham's
You know what's not
mother was a
expensive?
seamstress and a shoe cobbler.
Motorcycles in fall. Facebook Marketplace is a nightmare for me right now.
Yeah,
Full of lying.
non-stop motorcycles coming up.
Oh.
There was a little mini 150cc chopper on in Nanaimo. I was like, whoa! It was like $500.
Yeah, yeah. It's the $500 ones that get you in the most trouble too.
Yeah.
$500
That one had my heart instantly.
instantly.
Yeah,
I didn't even think about it. It was just like, yep.
yeah, I'll take
Yup.
it.
Mm-hmm. I'll take 2.
I would honestly if there were 2. But Haley's got her bike coming out here.
Yeah, we've got a Magna that runs too. So
Yeah, we have like
go on
5. We have
cruise.
more bikes than we can ride.
We got get 2 scooters, 2 super bikes, and 2 cruisers.
Yeah.
The world's our oyster. Oh, and 2 dirt bikes too.
Oh hell yeah.
They're 85, and we have the XT250.
And then Danielle's got the 125.
No, that's supposed to be 80,
Oh.
85.
Oh, 185.
and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
XL250.
Hell yeah. We're rolling in it.
Rolling in it.
Yeah, I used to be in a motorcycle motorcycle club. It was actually a tobacco pipe smoking club. But
You're really not.
hold on.
over.
Hear it out. Hear me out.
I'm a cool guy. That was cool.
But the whole point of the group was in order to join the group, you had to smoke a tobacco pipe and have a motorcycle that didn't run. And they were called the Mansters, and it was all like super fairly famous-y motorcycle people that were running it. So it was actually super dope, but it was good. All the guys from the band, the Vicious Cycles, and Motorcycle Norman from the radio, and it was cool. Those guys were dope. The Edinburgh tattoo was a favorite back some. Don't have to. Yeah, agreed. People should quit fighting and go sailing.
Stop fighting. Go sailing.
Quartzsite, Arizona. I'll meet you for coffee. Oh, dang.
Oh yeah, I've been to Quartzsite.
Oh, Simon's been there.
Yep.
Yeah.
I went for the Rubber Tramp Rendezvous, RTR. Back in the day, I even ran a YouTubers meetups.
Oh,
It was
shit.
pure like you know, anarchist kids. Like we get together every morning, have a quick meeting, and decide what we're gonna do for the day. I say kids. A lot of people are senior citizens, but you know, they're all kids basically.
Yeah.
We're all living in vans and traveling around.
I've yet to do a road trip down south.
It's so weird though, because it's not even like left wing, right wing. There's a weird like you get people who are like hardcore right wing folks sharing a campfire with like the most blue haired lefties you've ever met in your life.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It was cool. It's a cool place.
Yeah, I find that to be the case with a lot of Oregon and a lot of Utah.
It's not the case at every event though. That's the thing. Like certain events are like brings out kind of everybody. And there were some arguments, some fights and stuff, but on the whole, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
Are you selling a Herreshoff? Is that what's happening? You're selling a Herreshoff catch?
Sure, you've got enough boats.
I also don't have that many figures.
Got enough boats here.
I do.
Got enough boats. You just point the camera at me. It
Yeah,
feels
yeah,
like
yeah.
It's really pointed at me.
It's directly at you. I should be filming your work. They have 2 dispensaries in Quartzsite now.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
You know, I don't actually. Is Quartzsite, Arizona? Is there actually like? Because when I'm there, it's just nothing but campers, as far as I can see, basically. It seems like the town is just basically a kind of extended flea market.
Oh, that sounds dope as hell.
It's like a main stretch. It's like what's the one in South Dakota? Sturgis.
Oh, Sturgis. Oh, yeah. North Dakota, yeah.
Okay, so Sturgis is like to Harley's what Quartzsite, Arizona is to like hippies living in. Well, just anybody living.
Oh, really?
In a trailer, in a camper, van, RV, truck camper, anything like that. Not so many folks like tenting it.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of because Quartzsite, Arizona is a giant gravel lot.
Mm.
Like you could drive. It doesn't need to be any roads.
Yeah.
You just drive across the desert. It's flat. It's gravel. Super easy to traverse with the odd ditch. So if you go along at a cliff, suddenly there's an 8-foot ditch, just destroy your vehicle.
Sheesh.
Be careful.
I mean, sign me up for a trip through the States. I've only gone as far south as Utah. I didn't get down to Arizona or anything, and I regret it.
Well, Utah's great.
Oh, I
A lot of
loved
fun in
it.
Utah.
Yeah.
But if you're there in the wintertime, you kind of want to head south from Utah.
Yeah.
Like I've spent some time there.
But it still freezes in the desert at night,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Everywhere
Yeah,
south
yeah.
from there still. Even like
Well, no.
no, not even Baja. I heard it
Oh.
would get like freezing in Baja.
Baja on the t-shirt. Like,
Oh, really?
I mean, yeah, it gets a little nippy. But it's still like, yeah, I'm in a t-shirt. If you're anywhere near a body of water, it's like
Yeah.
it stays pretty. One of my other favorite spots was they did a Volkswagen event called Buses by the Bridge in Lake Havasu.
Mm.
It's also in Arizona, on the border of Arizona and California. That one was pretty cool. That's like a Volkswagen specific one, and I wasn't a Volkswagen. They made me park in another parking lot.
Oh, shit.
Couldn't camp with the Volkswagen kids.
That was like
funny.
when I showed up to a chopper event on a dirt bike, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Go park over there." It's like,
can't be with us. Like, yeah, all right. I don't know. That was a good one. There's a few other events like that across the states. Descend on Bend is a big one.
Mm.
Bend, Oregon.
I love Bend. It's
Yeah.
great there.
Descend on Bend. There's loads
Sweet.
of fun things to do out there in the big old world.
Yeah, I would
It'd be
just.
fun to find like a moto-centric one to do somewhere and just a road trip out to it.
Well, let's buy some gold wings and let's go.
You want
If-
to Sturgis?
I've been to Sturgis. It was
Sturgis?
Sturgis.
My parents used to go. I'm not.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I went there a week after.
Early kids.
I went a week after the big event,
Yeah.
and all of the thrift shops were stocked full of Harley stuff. So like, if anyone
Oh, yeah.
knows anything
It's
about,
like the day after Halloween.
Yeah.
All the candy.
and so like, if anyone knows anything about vintage clothing and vintage Harley stuff, is that like nowadays like an '80s Harley T-shirt is worth like $300. It's
So
ridiculous. So I walk into the thrift shop and they're like, I was like,
Because it's like
I was
getting
like-
a Harley shirt is like the biggest. It's like getting a Ferrari shirt. It's
yeah,
such a rip
you definitely don't own a Harley.
You definitely got ripped off.
And so I like walk in, I start grabbing all this Harley stuff. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then I'm like, is this actually all for sale? And they're like, yes, get it out of here. It's all 50 cents a piece. We're sick of it. I was like, oh. And so I got a bunch of really dope shirts. A couple of the ones I still wear. On the show, you've probably seen. The Insult Investors here. He says, yo. Insult Investor, that's such a dope name.
Is that guy like a professional YouTube troll?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm investing in some of these insults.
All
I'm
right.
really giving returns.
Okay, roast me starting now.
Did I tell you my favorite roast?
No.
Like my favorite roast from the
I think
comment
my
section?
favorite roast was the beanie comment.
That's a good one. I think that might be your best one.
Yeah.
The best one I got was somebody called, when I like referenced my Patreon, someone like called me Funding Simon.
Oh.
Which I'm like, oh,
that hurts.
so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, dang. I'm on Cape Cod. Yeah, I think I don't know, I haven't been roasted other than that one comment so far. I mean, I think
You just get all your roasts from me. You
the
can't
ugly
even shut
truckling kind of roasted me when I posted the wood chopping video because she saw right through it instantly. She was like, get that wood chopping content because TikTok is like, you go easily so much more viral if you just chop a piece of wood. So I was just, that little wood chopping video that's on the YouTube also was like, it's doing really good on TikTok. And
Like, what does that say about our culture?
yeah.
Oh,
Cut that wood.
Firewood. Ugh. That's so weird.
Yeah, well, people don't do manual labor anymore, so they want to watch a video.
That's true.
Pretty sure it is. I mean, I try not to do it either, so I get it. That might be the worst roast I've had.
You're roasting you. All right, 2.5 inches. Sure, why not?
That's huge.
I mean, some would say it's too big. I mean, jeez.
Be wearing a blanket beard. Just want to be Yeah, there we go. I got roasted.
Okay, come on. Read that out loud. Come on, show the kids.
Beanie wearing Abe Lincoln beard. Wannabe jerk
Abe
vest.
Lincoln bin?
Yeah, well, if I shaved my mustache, it certainly would be. Wearing jack wagon. There we go. It's a roast. It was the roast I asked for.
Okay.
We just got, or I got subbed. You should also subscribe to Simon's show. Simon is, his show is called Finding Simon.
I'm gonna be posting a video tomorrow, 8 a.m.
Tomorrow at 8 a.m. posting a video.
Posting a video. It's happening. Doing it.
Yeah,
Swear.
he's been at it for a long time. He's been YouTubing for ages.
Old YouTuber. Boy, back in my day, tell you what.
He started off with van life, and then he went into
Backpacking, then van life, then backpacking again, then moto tripping, then backpacking, then did like 4 motorcycle trips, 3 backpacking trips, and lots of van life. 100,000 clicks on van life.
Whoa, yeah.
In like 2 years.
Damn.
50,000 kilometers a year.
Yeah, he covered some ground.
Yeah. All the way down to Baja, all the way up to the Arctic Circle, around North America twice.
Oh, thanks, dude. Yeah, no, it's yeah, YouTube's got a pretty small barrier to entry for monetizing. It's like 1,000 subscribers and like 10,000 watch hours or something.
Yeah. Which to like some people might seem insurmountable. Like I know Vern's been at it for ages, and I'm pretty sure he's not monetized.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it's like you posted one video and like we're monetized within a week.
Yeah.
Like it just.
Yet I did a YouTube show prior to that for 6 months and got fucking
For years. You posted the other one
the
like.
First Mate and Captain.
Yeah,
I think I only did like 9 episodes.
still, that's like you're posting. Like a lot of people give up after 9.
Yeah.
You know, 9, no, they don't get anything, and they're like, you know what? Screw this.
Yeah, and then it was just posting that perihelion video, and it just fucking.
And I've never had anything take off like that
Yeah, that
for
was
my
nuts.
channel. And I don't know. I've had like I don't know why I kept at it. I'm stubborn. Whatever.
Well, you got a good patron background or like background.
Yeah, now it makes sense. Like now they're like I'm making ad rev and I'm making patrons support me to a certain extent, and
so it pays your time to make the videos. And...
yeah, it makes sense now. But it's just like I've had a YouTube channel for like 8 or 9 years or something.
Yeah.
I don't know that it's always made sense.
Who's Martin Lawrence? Why
do you
I feel like I
remember
should know that. Apparently my beanie makes me look like I have Martin Lawrence ears. Google Martin Lawrence. Hey Siri, who's Martin Lawrence?
Let's see, Martin Lawrence.
500 subs and 2,500 watch hours. Yeah, it wasn't. Once I hit I was like in a panic because it takes you a couple days to get through monetization checkpoints and everything to like approve it. So meanwhile, that
You
video
look like this guy apparently.
Oh hell! Oh, Martin Lawrence. Obviously, I know who that is. Yeah, I'll take that. We look very similar for sure.
This guy looks the same, don't you think? And you gotta look that way and look scolding. Perfect. Perfect. I see it. He looks like he smells better than you. I gotta be honest. Definitely.
What are you trying to say about me?
Oh, you know exactly what I'm trying to say about you.
Yeah, definitely do a channel about restoring the Tahiti catch. Like people love those boats. And I think, I don't know for sure, but I think maybe boat building shows do better than sailing shows.
Sailing shows are easier to make though.
Yeah.
Like travel videos are just easier to make because you're experiencing things for the first time, seeing new stuff. It's easy to know what to film.
Yeah.
Like I'm buried in this lifestyle here. I don't know what people want to see.
Yeah.
I am. Do you want to see the ocean? We're standing on top of the ocean right now. Is that cool to you? Do you want to see that?
Yeah, literally. I'll show you.
Like, I don't know. Maybe that's cool. Maybe that just looks like a couple pilings and nobody gives a shit.
We're literally, if we could cut a hole in the floor, that's the ocean right there. Is there a spot where you can see through the floor anywhere?
There's a tiny bit of, I don't know, you can kind of see the light between on bright days between this crack because it's just one sheet of plywood.
Somewhere down here you can see down to the ocean, but you ain't gonna get it today.
I've got some of the extra Lexon left over in the windows.
Yeah, we should just do a big cutout.
I'm going to do that to my boat, I think.
There's a
The
restaurant in Astoria, Oregon that has the whole bottom end of the restaurant cut out, and all the big, huge California seals sit on the... Oh, I've got the camera pointed the wrong way. Sorry, all the California seals come up underneath the restaurant. You can sit there and eat with like these giant, like huge bear-sized creatures sitting right below you. It's pretty cool.
It's cool.
Yeah, I mean, when we get out cruising, if we could, or I don't know, what's the deal with Tesla internet stuff, Starlink, and actually being mobile in the Gulf Islands? Is that
Yeah, it's feasible.
feasible? Yeah, because then we could.
A few of my clients do it.
Yeah,
I mean, I've moved mine back and forth from here to Vancouver. And
but
it's
like
been fun.
actively, like we could be
Yeah.
up in Desolation Sound
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
live
Yeah,
stream.
my clients do it all the time. They got the roaming package and it works.
Sweet.
They haven't cracked down on it yet, and I think it's because they understand that a lot of people using them aren't mega yachts.
Oh
They're
yeah.
gonna spend whatever it is.
Have you seen the new panels where they're flush deck?
Yeah, those are the really expensive ones.
Yeah, they're crazy. What happened to the crappy MEV you salvaged? MEV? MIV?
Oh, the car?
Yeah, car, I suppose.
The car I had was MIEV,
Oh yeah, my bad.
electric vehicle. MI. What's MI stand for though? Anyway, yeah, I salvaged the power system out of it. It's sitting in a bin behind me right now, and it's going into my boat to be bolted up to one of those outboards I had made. So
Oh, that probably the
That's
Nissan
right.
Leaf or something that you.
yeah,
scrapped?
it was called a Zen, ZENN. It's actually a Canadian car manufacturer too, which is cool. They just use like French cars and put new electrical systems. And it's funny because when I got it, it had an aftermarket electrical system, so it came with originally a 5 kilowatt motor, and the one that I had actually had a 12 kilowatt AC motor setup. So that's what
Yeah,
I'm using.
Simon has a ton of like electrical gear, just like hiding out down here. I think that's his motor for his boat there. I think that's the alternator.
The wind generator right there.
wind generator there, and then a bunch of like the batteries from that thing hiding out here. Where's your motor?
Motor stuff right there.
Oh, yeah.
The motor actually is still up in your shop, I think.
Oh, cool.
But the inverter and all the wiring.
Honey, where's the rat? Where's the rat? Where is it? Where is it? Did you get it? Honey, where is it? Oh my god, where's the rat, honey? Where is it? Where is it? Get the rat. Get the rat.
I don't know what works out, man. You make my music irritating. I'm supposed to be screaming at the volume.
I think people would like it.
Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah. Honey, how you doing?
Oh, you know, I'm just a dog. Just doing okay because I'm a dog.
How goes this? You're almost ready to attach?
I gotta make these little covers for it because it's got Velcro on both sides for some reason.
Hmm.
I have these little UV protectors for the Velcro, or else it'll degrade.
Oh, Mitsubishi? Mitsubishi electric vehicle? I don't know.
No, Zen. Zen EV. It's based in Montreal, I think, or Quebec City.
Yeah. Well, I think we've been doing this for 80 minutes now. What do you think?
Good stop.
We could stop or we could keep going. We got
forever.
15 people here. Do you want us to keep going? We can keep going.
Almost like we're popular.
Yeah. This is
They brought a couple beers. Let's do it for just hang out here.
I mean, if you're willing to entertain the crowd,
I'm not gonna sit around and wait for you to get beer. That's not a thing we're gonna do.
it's just no. There's beer out on the boat right now. Simon would have to wait here by
No
himself.
more than whiskey. It's all gone.
Oh yeah, there's nothing up here, eh?
No
Oh, I didn't leave any in the fridge. No, I thought I saw a beer. No. Yeah, all the beer's on the boat. Yeah, definitely. If you guys want little sneak peeks of the new boat. Oh, you're drinking bourbon? Damn, jealous. Well, we'll go to Simon's boat and we'll make cocktails. That's my suspicion.
Nope.
Nope. I'll go to my boat and drink by myself and cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. No, we can eat dinner. I don't have any cocktail ingredients.
I'll bring beer over then.
Okay.
But yeah, go check out the Instagrams. The what is it? Wild Apostate, that's my account, or SV Dagon on TikTok. There's a couple little sneaky peeks of the new boat if you guys are curious. Yeah, it's fucking so sick. I've covered so many miles since getting it. It's been a wild adventure. And there's more than enough space for both Haley and I in it, which is great. And yeah, the new owner of Dagon, or the new eventual owner, he's got a big, huge dog, so that's gonna be cool. I'm trying to convince him to also do a YouTube, because I know a lot of people on YouTube already really like that boat, so... and he's a charming young fellow. I think he would do well on the YouTubes. But, yeah, it's been 85 minutes. I think I'm gonna call it. I think plenty of live for the two of us. All right, Simon.
Go away.
Hi.
Signing
Hi,
off.
you two.
See you guys. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for donating. It was super dope. Yeah, talk to you guys later. Have a good one. Thanks for watching. Okay, how do
Pretty
I?
sure I'm not even set up for donations.
But the thing is, how do I stop the live?
Such an old geezer.
Oh no, what do I do? Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Absolutely.
No,
Okay,
let's
talk to you
just do it
later.
forever.
Bye, Haley.